you can easily pass time market. Enter the map and start autobombing with one click. Just move your wheel, and no need to worry if you may go gladiator. You got enough survival, so don't worry about death, and feel free to roam around. Just need to mouse over, or move by wheel with mobile phone. You see, I'm autobombing with my hands free, only use mouse for direction control. It's very comfortable. It feels pretty good. To use time Elapse Youga to farm time market. Now there's enough survival and damage, so basically no difficulty of farming. I was easily beaten by Gold Gladiator in the early stage. Now it's the later stage, and I've already improved. How dare you obstruct me in the early stage? Talk without further ado, let me introduce the whole build. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you. I created the build code in the one-click recommendation. You can input it and just copy. I'll copy it and post it in the comment below. Copy if you need to. In terms of composition, skill and talent can be fully copied. Basically there's no problem. I'm going to talk about the gear, Divinity slate, and the choice of soul candle. First, the gear. For weapon, you can go with Wraith Wand. It provides basic spell damage. Your affixes can be the same as mine. Spell skill level, erosion skill level, DLT damage, reaping, affliction, and skill area. These are the better affixes to increase damage. Or you can replace DIT damage with spell damage. Skill level, reaping, and affliction are essential. As to the others, if you don't have that good equipment in the early stage, you can choose according to your own situation. Just like this weapon of mine. First I got skill level and reaping. Other affixes can be saved for the later. On both rings, reaping cooldown recovery speed is a must. Preferably T0. If there's no enough FE in the early stage, you make a T1 first, and then upgrade it later. In terms of the prefix, it's best to have a ring that includes max agility blessing stacks. +1 or +2 both work. Better take one, because in the shoes, you can gain 6% reaping cooldown recovery speed per stack of agility blessing owned, up to 8 stacks. 2 stacks from the ring, plus the base for stacks. Additional 1 stack from the slate, and max agility blessing stacks +1. Then you can easily get 8 stacks. As to the other affixes of the ring, you may get energy shield and life for the prefix. Or this, max life and defense. But the probability of success is a bit low. It will be relatively difficult to craft. You may consider it carefully. The best should be max agility blessing stacks, max life and max energy shield. And the suffixes include reaping. You can choose between skill area and affliction effect for the suffix. The other one goes for resistance, elemental resistance, and erosion resistance. That's how you get your resistance up. Here, I didn't remove it when upgrading. It's a shame. You'd better get your resistance up first, then consider the other damage affixes. You have to make sure you can survive before you can deal damage. Otherwise, it feels bad to stay stuck. Shoes, just take feline steps. But remember, increasing 6% reaping cooldown recovery speed per stack of agility blessing owned, when not corroded. Here's 6%. Choose 6%, rather than 5%. If you lack FE, just ensure your belt includes 1 reaping affix. But if you want to enhance, for prefixes, you mainly choose survival, max life, and max energy shield. Decreasing additional damage taken at low mana, additional defense gained from chest armor, also defense, or deflection. They are all great choices. But this will be more difficult to have, depend on your FE and luck. To choose from these defense affixes, a better choice for the suffix is reaping, affliction, and elemental resistance. The same on the gloves. Reaping affixes must be taken, and choose spell skill level, energy shield, and percentage energy shield for the prefix. It's better to take respected tutor's gloves. My Long Night Sorcerer's wristband was a drop. It happened to include useful affixes, so I used it. Basically, you'd better not choose it, because respected tutor's gloves provide spell damage enhancement. Suffixes are mainly used to fill up resistance. Better to make up for erosion resistance. The other resistance depends on what you lack. The necklace. There are lots of affixes for us to use. You must have a reaping affix. For the prefix, you may choose max energy shield, erosion skill level, or active skill level. As to the suffix, besides reaping, you can choose affliction effect and aura effect for the remaining 2. It'll be a better fit. The chest armor. If you go for Twilight Vestment and Imperial Might now, they'll be relatively expensive. If you got enough FE, just directly get them. Otherwise, energy shield, percentage energy shield, and active skill level will be more appropriate for the prefix. Suffixes are aura effect, skill area, and erosion resistance, or any resistance that you lack. The helmet is Long Night Sorcerer's mask, the same as what I said in the last introduction. I actually crafted a helmet, and then all the upgrades failed. It made me sad. I removed affliction when upgrading, and I removed skill level in the next upgrade. Now there's only energy shield left. Normally we got energy shield, percentage energy shield, and support skill level. Affliction for the suffix, then add some suffixes. The best 3 are skill area, affliction effect, and aura effect. Just take these 3. The Divinity slate. Before you get Twilight Vestment, you'd better have Barrier of Radiance. Barrier of Radiance makes sure that you can survive. Otherwise, you'll easily die. It feels terrible. So go for barrier of radiance before you have twilight vestment. But when you have twilight vestment, since it provides energy shield charge, you don't need barrier of radiance anymore. When reaping, energy shield starts charging immediately, decreasing energy shield charge speed. You can regain energy shield very quickly, but it's still relatively expensive these days. 5 to 600 FE, can't afford it yet. Actually, it seems that I can just buy it. Let me see how much FE I have. There's still over 200 FE left. Just farm for a little more time, and I can buy twilight vestment. Then I can change barrier of radiance. Barrier of radiance can be replaced with subtle impact, more with less, verbal abuse, or repurification. Anyway, just choose among them. Then just pick another one over here, or inside, chili, or waiting attack. There's a lot to choose from. As to other slides, for now I choose God of Machines to get additional blessing. If you have much FE, you can also use small slides instead. Next is all skills level. Also it can be done with small slide instead. I take 3 a corner at Divinity. They all go with +1 persistent skill level. Here's also +1 persistent skill level. Here's max agility blessing stats +1. Currently it's like this. It's quite cost effective. Finally, soul candle. If you haven't unlocked Psalms of Eterna, unlock it. Unlock the second soul candle slot. Basically play once and you can unlock it. Only, after unlocking, you can put 2 soul candles on. You can choose additional damage for every 8 meters of movement made recently. For another soul candle, you can choose. You can cast 1 additional curse, because we have Entangled Pain and Corruption. If you don't get this soul candle, or if you don't have these effects, you can cast 2 curses. Of course, if you have enough FE, you can choose the soul candle of spell control. Also, there's a soul candle of grudge. You can choose, but these 2 cost hundreds of FE. They're expensive. After getting these, you can have shortened duration. It brings additional damage. The traits haven't really changed much from last video, so we don't need to talk about it for now. Pushing the cogs of fate is important. It provides space-time speed up, but it costs 1900 FE. That's expensive. I didn't buy it. If you're rich enough, you may pick one. Basically that's all for the video. If you have any questions, comment below. If there's a need for the gear crafting tutorial later, I'll make a video for you. So tell me if you're interested, and I'll do it.